Education Matters by Anjali Modi published yesterday 10:30 a.m. The students said that G Bhagwan was the best thing that had happened to them. PTTV via the News Minute. Anjali Modi share tweet email Reddit print share tweet email Reddit print. On Wednesday afternoon, a government teacher in Tamil Nadu who had been transferred to another school was mobbed by his weeping students who did not want him to go. The students said that G Bhagwan was the best thing that had happened to them. A video of this incident was shared widely. R. Rahman approvingly tweeted a news report on this episode with the comment, "Guru see she is." Actor Hrithik Roshan also tweeted about it, as did Union School Education Secretary Anil Swaroop. "It warms my heart to see this bond between a teacher and his students." https://t.co/Regivimhavinka, Hrithik Roshan, Hrithik, June 21, 2018. We need more teachers like him. Kudos. I have tried my best to interact with students beyond just academics, he told the News Minute. I used to narrate stories, understand their family background, talk to them about their future, and show them things via the projector. These projector sessions, in particular, were very enthralling for them. They felt like they were sitting in a cinema hall. It's probably because of all these new things I tried to do that we developed a real bond. More than a teacher, I'm a friend, a brother to them. It seems Bhagwan did what good teachers do. He got to know his students as people, taking an interest in their lives and their futures, and opened windows to the world for them. This heartwarming tale willy-nilly also focuses attention on two major impediments to quality public education in India. The first impediment concerns teacher competence. Bhagwan, an English teacher, is not fluent in the language. In a short comment he made on TV, he was unable to form grammatical sentences or find the right words to explain his situation. It is possible that he has bookish knowledge and is able to teach his students the rules of grammar and prepare them for simple writing exercises that they need to pass their exams. Because he has the instincts of a good teacher, he will undoubtedly contribute to the overall growth of his students. He may, however, not have the tools to make them learn the language he is employed to teach them. This lack of mastery is not unusual for school teachers of any subject in India. The qualities of a good teacher, which Bhagwan seems to have in abundance, ironically, are not a requirement for government teaching jobs. They should be. His paper qualifications, do not adequately measure his command over the subject he is expected to teach, which should be a requirement for any teaching job. The second impediment concerns how schools are run. Bhagwan's posting to the school, and his transfer to another, have nothing to do with his contribution to the school and its students. Teachers' postings and transfers are designed to meet set pupil-teacher ratios. In the government education system, schools are not individual institutions to be built to serve a community across generations, but administrative units of a government department. They are run on the same principles as such departments, with teachers treated no differently from clerical staff. The school principal may consider Bhagwan, a dynamic teacher with a special ability to connect with his students, a real asset to his school. Indeed, the principal of Bhagwan's school said that he was one of the institution's best teachers. The principal should be free to keep him and perhaps let go of some of the deadwood in his school. But he does not have that freedom. The deadwood will stay because of seniority, and Bhagwan will go because he lacks seniority. India needs to think about its schools and its teachers differently if its intention is to educate its massive school-going population. Schools have to be schools, not sub-departments of a ministry, hamstrung by norms that apply to a hierarchical civil service. It needs more teachers who, like Bhagwan, have the bent of mind to make good teachers. But it also desperately needs its teachers to have mastery over the subjects they teach. Support our journalism by subscribing to Scroll Here. We welcome your comments at letters@scroll.in. Schools, Tamil Nadu Education Policy Teaching Teachers Sponsored content by published June 12, 2018 3:27 am Share tweet email Reddit print Share tweet email Reddit print Vikas Dimri made a huge attempt last year to climb the Mount Everest. Fate had other plans. Thwarted by unfavorable weather at the last minute, he came so close and yet not close enough to say he was at the top. But that did not deter him. Vikas is back on the Everest trail now, and this time he's sharing his experiences at every leg of the journey. The Everest journey began from the Lukla airport, known for its dicey landing conditions. It reminded him of the failed expedition, but he still moved on to Namche Bazaar, the staging point for Everest expeditions, with a positive mind. Vikas let the wisdom of the mountains guide him as he battled doubt and memories of the previous expedition. In his words, the Everest taught him that, to conquer our personal Everest, we need to drop all our unnecessary baggage, be it physical or mental or even emotional. Vikas used a descent for ascent approach to acclimatize. In this approach, mountaineers gain altitude during the day, but descend to catch some sleep. Acclimatizing to such high altitudes is crucial, as the lack of adequate oxygen can cause dizziness, nausea, headache and even muscle death. As Vikas prepared to scale the riskiest part of the climb, the unstable and continuously melting Khumbu ice fall, he pondered over his journey so far. His brother's diagnosis of a heart condition in his youth was a wake-up call for the rather sedentary Vikas, and that is when he started focusing on his health more. For the first time in his life, he began to appreciate the power of nutrition and experimented with different diets and supplements for their health benefits. His quest for better health also motivated him to take up hiking, marathon running, squash and, eventually, a summit of the Everest. Back in the Himalayas, after a string of sleepless nights, Vikas and his team ascended to Camp 2, 6,500 meters, as planned, and then descended to base camp for the basic luxuries, hot shower, hot lunch and essential supplements. Back up at Camp 2, the weather played spoiler again as a jet stream, a fast-flowing, narrow air current, moved right over the mountain. Wisdom from the mountains helped Vikas maintain perspective as they were required to descend 15 kilometers to Farish Valley. He accepted that strength lies not merely in chasing the big dream, but also in accepting that things could go wrong. At Camp 4, 8,000 meters, famously known as the Death Zone, Vikas caught a clear glimpse of the summit, his dream standing rather tall in front of him. It was the 18th of May 2018 and Vikas finally reached the top. The top of his Everest, the top of Mount Everest. Watch the video below to see actual moments from Vikas' climb. Vikas credits his strength to dedication, exercise and a healthy diet. He credits dietary supplements for helping him sustain himself in the inhuman conditions on Mount Everest. On heights like these where the oxygen supply drops to 1/3 road to levels on the ground, the body requires 3 times the regular blood volume to pump the requisite amount of oxygen. He, thus, doesn't embark on an expedition without double-checking his supplements and uses Livogen as an aid to maintain adequate amounts of iron in his blood. Livogen is proud to have supported Vikas Dimri on his ambitious quest and salutes his spirit. To read more about the benefits of iron, see here. To read Vikas Dimri's account of his expedition, click here. This article was produced by the Scroll marketing team on behalf of Livogen and not by the Scroll editorial team.